Stacee, you're up next. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how long you've been in the business.
My name is Stacee Robison. I'm with the selling team. I'm married. I have 2 children. I have an 11-year-old and a 16-year-old, both boys. So we do a lot: basketball, football.
Yep.
I'm in city council.
You got your hands full.
I'm on the football board for varsity football.
Yep.
Very busy. I'm a listing specialist with my team.
And you're located in the capital of Michigan, Lansing.
Lansing, Michigan. I noticed you had too many sales in that area. I'd like you to stay away, please.
We went to Grand Rapids and somehow we hopped over Lansing for you, all right? So you had an increase. You went from 42 units in 2022 to 55 in 2023. What was the reason for the increase?
Really, Jeff, I think I was just more purposeful. I knew that we were in a shifting market. I knew things were going to get harder, and I wasn't willing to be one of the agents that was left behind by the market. Yeah. And so I made every single contact count. It's really in the follow-up and making sure that, you know, at one point in time, a big portion of our business is Google leads. Yep. And when those come in, even if they aren't interested or answering on that very first contact, just making sure that you're reaching out to them, you know, weekly. We have emails going out, we have text messages, we're calling them, we're using every source. So
let's talk about that for a second. So I know you're a listing specialist, so 95% of your business is sellers.
Correct.
And what are the sources, top 2 or 3, that you guys use for seller business?
So 44% was internet leads, 44% was from our database.
All right.
So
good.
referral from past clients.
Those are the 2 main ones.
Correct. Correct.
So let's start with internet leads for a second. What does that process look like for you in terms of converting and getting out on the appointment with an internet lead?
The biggest thing is making sure that you're making contact immediately. Yeah. And then, like I said, just continuing to follow up. I agree. Less than half of them are answering.
So that 7 to 10 doesn't scare you at all?
No.
That's like a given.
Oh, no. Well, we follow up for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't let them go until they die.
Got it. Okay. Well, you're their client for life, right? Yeah. So, what does that follow? Like, what methods do you use to follow up? Is it just calling? Is it texting? Is it emailing? What is that? Lead comes in, and when you say internet leads, let's talk sources a little bit. What are the types of internet leads, and what happens right away?
Our biggest one is Google. That's where a lot of, I would say, the highest quality.
Google pay-per-click?
We have actually
or local services.
Over 350 Google reviews.
Reviews, okay.
And so when someone's Googling real estate agent in the Lansing area, our team is way up at the top. I mean, number 2 is not even close to us. All right,
so the lesson is there, get more reviews.
Right. 5-star reviews are huge. Always ask your clients for 5-star reviews. Yep. And if you're not giving them a 5-star experience, ask them what you can do to give them a 5-star experience.
So lead comes in, and what's the process from there, from the time it comes in to the time you're at their kitchen table?
I call, text. We have a database that has different stages.
A CRM, you mean?
Yep. So, we will follow up with them for an allotted amount of time, and then they will go into, if they're not responding to us, then we put them in an unresponsive stage so that they're getting different types of email and communication. Sure. So just making sure that everybody is staged correctly and getting the right type of contacts.
So I was going to say, is it the frequency that you reach out to them, or do you think it's actually the content or the message that you share? Or do you think it's a common of both?
I think it's a combination of both. And then we also have an ISA on our team who is also reaching out to, the nurture type people who may not be ready now, but they'll possibly be ready in 2 to 5 years. So we're making sure that we're staying in contact, inviting them to client appreciation events. Yeah. Just making sure that they know who we are. Yeah.
I love that. And you guys have been kind of indirectly in the Glover U system because your team lead has been following our stuff for a long time. So what would you say, obviously, after spending 3 days here, what are 1 or 2 things that you guys are using from our system at a high level?
A lot more than I really anticipated. Yeah. The lead generating, the mornings. When I wake up in the morning, I mean, we're getting together for our team meeting, and then it's immediately right into lead generation. Yeah. So mastering the morning,
own the morning, win the day.
Yes, absolutely.
I know Brock's been following our stuff for a while, so
Yes.
we've had some great conversations through the years.
And Sarah has too, and she really led me to you in your trainings because you change with the market.
Yes.
And not all of your trainings are the same. And
No.
I really appreciate that because especially in the changing market that we've been in, it's so important. Like you have to change with it. You can't just do the same things that you did before and continue to get the same results.
I had somebody on the break tell me, I went to another conference, we'll leave the name out, and never would they stand up and have us chant scripts for social media. It'd be chanting scripts for, calling or door knocking, which we still believe in, but also you're going to get left behind if you don't learn how to write copy and do videos, as we just talked about. So your other source of business, a lot of it sounds like database. You've been doing this for 9 years, so you have past clients, referrals. What are one or two things that you think you guys do a really good job of as it relates to getting business from your database, specifically seller business?
So our slogan for our team is Beyond Real Estate, Real Family. We do quarterly data.
What's the slogan?
Beyond Real Estate, Real Family.
Beyond Real Estate, we're family.
Real family.
I'm sorry. Beyond Real Estate, Real Family. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And so part of that is making sure that we are bringing value to our past clients and their sphere as well by doing our quarterly events, making sure that they're all getting those information, making sure that they're getting update calls on what's happening in the market, value updates on their home, even if they're not interested in selling. I think it's really important for people to know how much equity they have in their home. Especially in an economy like this. Where they may need to pull some money out.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, don't underestimate the fact that everyone's doing okay. I mean, there's people that have a lot of equity, and speak to any lender, and he'll say, I'm not doing a lot of refis, but I'm doing some cash outs, right? That's the first stage of, that.
A lot of community involvement.
Yeah, so let's talk, in 2023, you guys had a handful of client events. What are one or two of, absolutely, you guys, knock it out of the park with events?
So my favorite event that we do is every July, we rent out a mini putt-putt golf course, and we'll have our local radio station there. We do free giveaways. We buy them lunch. It's always very, very well attended. Weather's always perfect, which is nice. It's a really great way to get everyone together and I love that. We also recently started an internship with Michigan State. Just don't get mad at me.
Oh, gosh. No, it's okay.
Okay.
You're fine.
With the athletic department, but we've had
They've got no chance to get against U of M for a while, so we're fine.
So anyway, a couple of we had, I think, 5 or 6 football players that were interning with us over the last couple of years, and one actually is getting his real estate license, which is really awesome. And so this last December, we did cookies and cocoa, and we had a couple of the MSU football players out there. Trey Mosley, Evan Morris came, and they got to have signatures with them and take selfies, and they really enjoyed that.
So you're a competitive listing agent. Obviously, the majority of your business is sellers. What would you say is your one or two this is my competitive advantage? What if you're on an appointment and they say, why should I hire you, or why are they working with you over the competition?
Well, I think having the team really sets us apart because I'm not, obviously, like you said before, you can't be available at all times, right? People get sick, they go on vacation. I believe that my team is the best team. We have the absolute best administrative staff. They're so knowledgeable and genuinely, want to help people. And one of the biggest things for us is always coming from contribution and making sure that we're doing whatever we can do to provide a 5-star experience.
I love it. You guys run a great team. What's your goal for 2024?
Officially, it was 52. I know that's not a huge number.
No, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a great number.
But that was my goal last year, and I feel like if I can get a paycheck every single week, that is pretty awesome. I would love, my stretch goal is 70. I would love to hit that. And I also realize that I'm in a season in my life where my boys are, I'm going to have a senior in high school next year. And the time is fleeting. And so I want to make sure that I'm present at home. I can make the money later. You'll hit 70. You'll hit 100 at some point when you're ready for it. I have already hit 75 once in 2019.
So you know what that feels like.
It's stressful.
Yes, that's right. Awesome. Let's hear it for Stacee. Nice job, Stacee.